Okay, I apologise if my voice is a bit croaky and but my hay fever is acting up. I've got the window open. Excuse me. And we've got a nice lovely little package here. Yes, Eiffel 65 Blue Dadabi on cassette. This cost me, can't remember how, £2.50. It's a little bit loose there. Very loose actually. Let's have a look at this. Oh, it's a little bit folded. That's a little bit irritating. Flatten that out. So, Eiffel 65 Blue is my favourite song of all time. So, I guess when I saw this on cassette pretty cheap, so I thought, might as well get. Ooh, is that? I hope that's not mould in there. It's only on one side. I'm hoping it's not, but yeah, we've got Dolby noise reduction, good. We've got blue on this side and on the other side. Also got blue. 3 tracks on each. So we've got original ice pop version, Hangover remix, radio edit, and Max 4 remix other side, original ice pop radio edit. Okay, same on both sides. I think this is the same because I do have it on vinyl, which is, you know, not in big steel packaging or anything like this is, but yeah, it's nice. I think clearly it's on a ferric. If I just wind this forward a bit, I think we're going to find it's going to be on your standard ferric, and yes, it is. Okay, pretty light actually. To be honest, I probably could have made a. Well, I know I probably could have made a better recording of it myself by the looks of it. I haven't listened to it yet, obviously, because I've just opened it. But yeah. So this was like at the very end of cassettes here. But thing is though, this might get a re-release now because cassettes are on the rise, at least here in the UK. So you never know. But it's nice to have. Well, apologies for the lighting, but I am filming this at 20 past 10 at night. I've been out shopping and I bought 2 packs of these. So 2 packs of the Maxell UR 90-minute cassettes. Yeah, you can see there, reservation. And they spelt my name wrong, even though I spelt it out letter by letter on the phone to them. See, I can see open this one. Oh, right, okay, I just ripped it off, okay. Actually, I will keep these sealed because they will go all over the place, so it's nice to keep them in the packs. But, yeah, it's actually been a bloody nightmare getting some cassettes recently because cassettes, at least in the UK, are popular again. Which, you know what that means? It means they're out of stock fucking everywhere. So, literally, it's taken me ages, actually 2 months. I've been searching various Wilco to try and find some that were in stock, and I finally found one that was in stock. They had, you know, and I reserved one, and when I went to the store, I saw that they had one other one left, so I thought I might as well buy the 2 of them for £4 each, because £4 is a pretty good price for these. And have more stock. Yeah, I mean, bloody hell. It's just being an absolute nightmare. And I know some of you will go on, why do you need cassettes? We're living in the 21st century, all digital, da 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 da. I'm not going to bother explaining it then. If that's, you know, whatever. But anyway, that's something I bought. Frustrations aside, yeah, happy days. Alright, so I have no idea whether any of this is in shot or what. But anyway, I've been buying stuff. Let me get this out of this bag. This isn't the place I bought it from, this record, but I did buy the sleeve from here because this place sells the vinyl sleeves for 55p, so not bad. But the record itself, I got, where did I get it from? GG Windows. So yeah, it's Mark Ronson's latest album, Late Night Feelings. And this is the limited edition, coloured, which I believe is a grey colour, or it might be a silvery sort of colour. So yeah, this is actually £28 at HMV right now. So yeah, this I got from a local record shop in Newcastle for £23, which is a really good price. So yeah, let's open it. I'm actually just going to do the thing where you just split the cellophane. I might leave the cellophane intact. Interestingly, the track listing on the back and this on the front are just stickers. But it's interesting that the track listing on the back is literally just a clear sticker. This is odd. I think, because I noticed online, there are some shops that are seeing £23, though it doesn't look like it's the limited edition unless there isn't the standard edition at the minute. I'm just going to open this here just in case you get a download. You do get a download code, that's nice. This instantly gets more points. Okay, so got a load of track listing information and stuff on that side. My favourite track on the album is probably, yeah, it's definitely Find You Again. Probably the best. And we get some, wow, that is really, okay, so it is double vinyl. That's nice. These are, I can feel these are not 180 grams. I can tell that immediately these are not 180 gram vinyls. They do feel pretty thin. And yeah, it is a grey colour. Though to be honest, I'd rather it be a grey than just standard black, just because something different, a bit more visually interesting. So this is disc 1, and I imagine that disc 2 will be exactly the same. Now, are the sleeves plastic lined? No, they're not. Loser points for that. I do like a plastic lined sleeve. Yeah, they don't feel ridiculously thin, though they are definitely not 180 grams, which, you know, I do like that 180 grams thick vinyl, just because it avoids warping quite a bit more, and generally they can make the grooves a bit thicker as well, make them sound better. But yeah, overall really happy with this. And yeah, I don't think it says anywhere that it comes with it. Does it say on the sticker? No, it doesn't actually say anywhere that it has a download code. So the fact that it does, it means I'm very happy. I genuinely was not expecting a download code with it, because I don't know who this is with. Sony Music, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah. Great. Yay. So got that. Sorry about the awkward angles, but having to film this in a different location. Okay, apologies for lighting. Oh, I should have thought about this a second ago. Ah! I should have got the thing. Okay. So, I got this from HMV the same day I saw It Chapter 2. So, that's to give you an idea of when I got this. It's actually been sitting here for a couple of days. Because my granny's in the hospital at the minute, so I haven't even had time to bloody open it. So yeah, $12.99, pretty decent price. I think this is probably my joint favourite Killers album. And it's the first ever Killers vinyl record I've ever got. Oh, good, it's actually a fold-out one. Now, it would be nice if this does come with an MP3 download code. I don't think it will. If it doesn't, then, well, it is what it is. I did actually find the CD of it, because my dad had the CD when it came out, and so I was able to rip that. So if it doesn't have the download code, annoying. It's always nice when they do have the download code. And some people say, oh, well, it's a vinyl record. You know, you're supposed to listen to it at home. But it's just like, yeah, great. But I do like to listen to music on the go as well. So I like to have several copies of it. There we go. Okay, so it's a matte finish. It's quite nice. Matte finish. What's my favourite song on here? Don't know. I think it's between When You Were Young and Bones. I think it's probably my favourite. I do like the open up ones, and ooh, that's nice. Okay, so it's only one record. This side is just like a flap. Yeah, so it's only the one, and I think it's gonna be. Yep, it is. It's in paper. Whoa! I'm knocking the camera everywhere. Oh, it's in plastic. It's plastic lined. Okay, it instantly gets more points. This might be 180 grams. I'm not. Don't know. Not sure. It's definitely thicker than an average one. It might be 180 grams. There's the artwork that was on the CD. But out of curiosity, I'm just going to see if there's... Okay, there is something in there. There is this. I just dropped it. Yeah, there's just credits and information on the other side. I don't think there's anything else in here. No, so there isn't a download code, so I was right. Luckily, in this case, at least for me, it doesn't matter, because I've actually got the record, but, you know, not like I've got the CD as well, so... Yeah, unfortunately, I don't even have time to listen to this. The only reason I'm at my granny's at the minute is because I'm picking up clothes for her from her house. And I can't get this thing back in, unfortunately. Tell you what, I'll take this thing out. Yeah, these are always a pain in the ass to put back in. The paper ones. Because of the friction. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. But it does seem very nicely pressed. If you can hear a noise, like someone sneezing, I think that is my dog. Yeah, I can't get this record in. I literally cannot get it in. So I'm going to pause this and get it back in. Okay, I managed to do that. And here's another package, again picked up from the post office. Now, if you watch my main channel, which is the 6 Sec channel, then you've already seen me unbox one of these. But this is the other one that I got sent to my granny's house. Because I didn't know whether I'd be at home or at my granny's when it would be delivered. But this is going to be my sealed copy of Doctor Who: Death and the Queen, 180 gram clear vinyl. Look at Death on the back of there. That's nice. And 650 out of 1,250. Okay, let's have a look at my other one. So this is my open one that I actually do play on my turntable there. 651. Okay. So yeah, they were literally a digit apart from each other. I also bought some vinyl sleeves from HMV. Just standard ones, 75p each. And till I can get a vinyl frame. Because Poundland, last Christmas, Poundland were doing vinyl record frames for £1. And I wish I bought more of them. Because they're actually pretty damn good for £1. Unfortunately, after Christmas, they did stop selling them. And other places are selling it way too fucking expensive. There we go, in a frame. Also, at the time of recording this, news came out that for the first time in, I think about 20 or nearly 30, I think for the first time since 1986, I believe it said, vinyl records had outsold CDs. Yeah. So for those of you who think, oh, vinyl records, no one's really buying them, well, I beg to differ. So there we go. Both of those in sleeves, and I do like H&B sleeves because they're slightly bigger, so you can easily put a full-size record in there. For 75p, not bad. My local record shop does do some for 55p. Unfortunately, those ones are a little bit smaller, a bit of a tighter fit, and they don't have the nice flap on the top. The main thing about these is obviously corners. This protects against I would have them for every single one of my records. Unfortunately, if you bear that into account, you know, 75p each. In fact, I can show you. So there's my record collection there. Yeah, that's going to get expensive pretty quickly. It will cost me probably at least about 20 quid. So also, you know, might ask for some of them for Christmas. Yeah. Or might get the cheaper ones from my local record shop. Because for them ones, not as much bother because they're sort of in and out. These ones can stay on the shelf a lot longer. So, yeah, that's that. Knick knack paddywhack, give a dog a bone. So, we got a little packet. And I forgot to bring a knife. I'm going to have to rip it off camera because I'm stretching over the camera to try and get it. Ooh. You might be thinking, what the hell is this thing? Well, there you go, there's some writing. But no, let's open this up. So we can see here, it's Bluetooth. Maybe. It wants to focus on the floor for some reason. So we'll switch to manual and tell it fuck off. So yeah, you can see it's a Bluetooth device with the USB on the end. So basically this is a Bluetooth receiver powered by USB. And basically it's a little adapter, and the reason I've got this little thing is it's basically for my soundbar, because my soundbar does not have Bluetooth. I actually opted for the one that didn't have Bluetooth because it was an extra £30–40, and I've had it for a good few years and I haven't used the Bluetooth on it. I haven't needed Bluetooth on it for all that time. The only reason I'm adding it is because basically my laptop speakers are a bit shite. My previous laptop speakers were pretty good and pretty decent. Now I could just get, you know, some speakers. I thought in fact I do have some, but it's just a bit of an awkward place. I'd much rather use the soundbar, and I have been using it wired, but it's a little bit awkward, so I'm just using this little Bluetooth adapter. I don't know how good or bad it is. It cost me... let's have a look at my eBay actually, and I'll tell you exactly how much it cost me. Okay, so here we are. So you can see here it was £2.59. So it is meant for a car adapter, which I guess you can use this in the car. are no problem at all. I don't know how good the Bluetooth quality is, so I don't know, is there anything I can hook it up to, because this is basically just an input. Oh well, I'll set this up at some point. The good thing is my soundbar does have a USB port on it. It's meant for if you have a USB with some MP3s and that on it, you can plug that in there, but it should be enough to power this device. And then it has an aux input, which isn't being used because I use digital in. So yeah, sorry, not a digital, an optical in. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm kind of there at the minute. So yeah, that was that. Okay, so got a little package here, and oh my god, it's got a pull tab that is plastic lined. You get extra points for that. Yeah, I think that's the only thing in there. I got this used from World of Books for I think it was $2.25. But yeah, if this isn't focusing, there we go. It is Scissor Sisters' album Magic Hour, but this is not just the standard edition. This one also has an included DVD, which includes album track by track. Okay, so that's behind the scenes. Includes the music video Only the Horses with behind the scenes. And then behind the scenes for Baby Come Home, but not the actual video itself. We just have a look on the back there. It also has bonus tracks as well. Wonderful track listing, and I will point out that... Sorry, I accidentally pressed stop on the record button. These are not fucking horses, these are zebras, but aren't zebras a type of horse or whatever? Nice little flamingo artwork and that. It's a shame this hasn't been released on a vinyl record. That would be very nice. Disc itself, is this the first content only on this CD? Oh, bit of a mark there. Hopefully, let's actually test to see if it works. So this is my external Blu-ray drive, and I'm hoping and praying I don't get a contact match on this. What I'm actually going to do is mute the volume on my laptop. Okay. So, yes, it is there and it does work, so I'm actually going to rip that CD. And this is the reason I'm still buying some CDs like this pretty cheaply, is basically it's a nice cheap way to get some MP3s of it, and I do like having physical copies of things as well. So yeah, it has 16 tracks. That's nice. So Only the Horses, I think, is probably the best song on this album, me personally. And I'm very glad to see that I can't actually see it. You can see that it's got track listing. Yeah, it's got track data, which is really good because some albums don't have it, which then it's really fucking annoying because then I have to put all the track titles and that on there, which, yeah. And then the other disc will be the DVD. Oh dear, I just bloody broke. I hate these cardboard boxes for these kind of things because they're so bloody awkward to get in and out. Yeah, there we go. This is really stiffly in there, like. But then again, it wasn't in perfect condition to begin with, really. It's not my favourite Scissor Sisters album, but it is one of the ones I do not own. think this has gotten wet at some point because it's got those like wrinkles on it that's clearly from ink that it's been wet sometimes, but it's nice that it's got all the lyrics on here as well, so that's nice. That's nice that that's included. Really, I wouldn't have bothered buying the CD if we got a vinyl release, because normally vinyl releases, a lot of them do include MP3s. I do know Sister's albums, Ta-Da, and I think Nightwork's being released, maybe another, but not this one. But hey, whatever. But that's that. Knick Knack Paddywhack, give a dog a bone, hooray. Okay, so we've got a package here. Again, every time I do one of these now, although the equipment and that might be nicer, leaning over this tripod is a bit of a hassle. But yeah, I got this from Music Magpie, and it has a load of DVDs, and they're all Scooby-Doo DVDs. So yeah. So those of you who are been watching my other videos might know that recently Return to Zombie Island came out, and it was shite. Yeah, it pretty much tried to also retcon the original in several ways. For one, you know, the gang's age right out of the gate is completely wrong. They're back to being teenagers, whereas in this they are clearly, you know, young adults. So yeah. Anyway, I'll enough of that. It annoyed me so much I actually wrote my own version, and that is actually being released as an audiobook. At the time of recording this, the first 3 chapters are being released, I think. It's probably all out by the time the video comes out, but yeah, I do actually have my original copy that I got back in, that my parents got me back in, 2003, 2004. I think it was one of my first DVDs, actually. I think it was like my 3rd or 4th ever DVD. Unfortunately, I only have the disc, so I wanted it, you know, with its box and that. So I was buying these on Music Magpie. They were 2 for £3. So I thought, yeah, might as well pick this up. And let's just say, look at this nice artwork. They fucked it up with the re-release by having just the characters and a blank pink background without any zombies on it. So the gang are just going, for no fucking reason. But this, really nice artwork, this. Yeah. If you haven't seen Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, what the fuck are you doing? Go and watch it. Now, this is an annoying thing. The disc does not have any artwork on it. You can see that there. It just says Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. This one, I think, might just be a single-sided disc, but the original was actually a 2-sided disc, since it was released in multiple regions. And I don't just mean region 1, 2, and 3, 4, but I also mean like regions of the world, so it had different languages on each side of the disc. So, yeah. So, I also wanted one with the original artwork on, which is why I avoided getting a new copy of it. You can actually buy a new copy of it for £3 brand new at B&M, so, you know, if you want yours to be brand new, then there you go. Yeah, this is just something to put on the shelf, because I've already ripped my original copy, which was just the disc, because I used to keep all my DVDs in a DVD folder, so yeah. One of the good, more modern ones, I think this one's from 2015, Big Top Scooby-Doo. Yeah, it is a bit of fun in that. Scooby-Doo at the circus, that's... Okay, so there's a UV copy. I'm sure someone is probably already taking it. I mean, Ultraviolet I don't think actually exists anymore. And if not, someone else has probably used that code. Yeah, the discs, that is just a bit shit. The disc's alright though, the disc's nice and clean, so that's fine. Also, Warner Brothers seems to have a rule with all the Scooby-Doo direct-to-video films now that the monster has to be fake. It has to be a guy in a mask. Why? It just becomes repetitive, and also they actually, this will be funny. Whoever's seen Return to Zombie Island, the original Zombie Island age rating is 6 to 8-year-olds, at least on Google Play, and Return is 9 to 12-year-olds. So the more adult, more serious and darker toned film by far is aimed for younger children. Yeah. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. I have no idea where my original DVD of this has gone, so it's probably somewhere in the loft. But yeah, Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. A great follow-up to Zombie Island. Actually, Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, and Alien Invaders were all written by Glenn... I forgot his last name, actually, because I see on the back. No. But they're all written by Glenn somebody. Witch's Ghost, actually, weirdly, has artwork on the disc. Yeah, proper artwork. And a couple of fingerprints, but that disc should play no problem. Again, nice artwork that they've fucked up on the re-release of these. Yeah. Now this... I'll get onto that one last. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. Again, I actually do have my original disc. Unfortunately, it's got a scratch on it. So that's why I had to buy a new one. Yeah. It's weird in a yellow box. Oh, that disc is remarkably good. Alien Invaders was the last one written by Glenn... what's his name, who is an original Hanna-Barbera writer. So that's why, you know, his first 3 films and that, he wrote the first 3 Scooby-Doo direct-to-video films, this one, and this one. That's why they're considered among the best, generally, because he pretty much had free roam to do whatever the fuck he wanted, because Scooby-Doo at this point in time was not in good favour. Basically, if Zombie Island hadn't have succeeded, then there probably won't be any Scooby-Doo around today. So we wouldn't have got stuff like What's New and Mystery Incorporated. So yeah. And then finally, this was $2.25. The Scooby-Doo 4 Collection Halloween Pack, which includes... Actually, I'll zoom in for this one. Scooby-Doo Franken-Creepy, actually pretty good. Of the among ones. Scooby-Doo Stage Fright, again, not bad. Scooby-Doo and the Moon Monster Magnus, a really solid one. Scooby-Doo Music of the Vampire, okay at best. But yeah, this was $2.25, and remember, these are all for £2 for £3 on their own, or $1.99 each. So yeah, getting all... This was the last one they had. Wow, they're all on separate discs. I was thinking that they might have put them all on one disc or 2 discs, because they could technically fit it on. But no, they're all on separate discs. And why are they printed like this? This... Wow, that is... a bit... shit. I mean, I've seen Return to Zombie Island's disc, and it's not much better than these. It looks... the discs look like they're like out of those colouring books that they're supposed to be, you know, coloured in. Yeah. But that's why I got that one. So, let's arrange these, shall we? Okay, so here they all are. So, yeah, please, 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 Warner Brothers, do a remaster of Zombie Island. In fact, the first 3 Scooby-Doo films, and release them on Blu-ray. Please release them on Blu-ray. In fact, I know I'm gonna hate saying this, but even if you release them in digital, in HD, that would be nice if you did. Preferably Blu-ray though. Please release them on Blu-ray. And do a nice remaster of it, because Zombie Island probably is the best looking out of them. Particularly the lighting during the night scenes looks absolutely fantastic. I know it was done by a Japanese studio who did the first 3, but yeah, it was done by Cell Animation, I believe. Yeah, I think these 3 were the only ones to actually have Cell Animation. Obviously, these guys that all done digitally. But yeah, actually, you could do a nice 3-pack of these. And also, why, Warner Brothers, have you not released all, the films that you did release on Blu-ray, but only in the US, nowhere else in the world? Because one of the films I still have, I found it on VHS, was Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire, which I remember being pretty good. Now, I could get the Blu-ray imported from the US, but that's going to cost me quite a bit. It's going to cost me, shy of £20, which is quite a bit of money to spend on one of those. I could get the DVD again for, a £2 for £3 deal on Music Magpie, but I would like to have the Blu-ray of it. So yeah, please release them in the UK. Particularly, this would be an excellent time to re-release this on Blu-ray. And you could, even if you wanted to, release it with Return to Zombie Island as a 2-pack. You could fit both of them on one disc. Yeah, Return to Zombie Island is only going to be available on DVD because they stopped releasing them on Blu-ray, I think around 2015, 2016. So, yeah, because I think they planned to re-release all of the Scooby-Doo direct-to-video films on Blu-ray, but apparently they didn't sell particularly well in the US. But the UK is not the US. Blu-ray sales are pretty decent, actually. At least, obviously, they're still not the dominant format, but they are a lot better than America has, generally. Yeah, and if you don't believe me, if you don't believe that Blu-ray, is a viable means, then take a look at what the BBC are doing in re-releasing their old shows like Quatermass and obviously the Doctor Who Blu-ray collections exclusively on Blu-ray and nothing else. New re-releases with new content and that. So yeah, there is a Blu-ray market over here, so please release them, please. Okay, so that's it. That's my stuff over, and hooray.